Let's check in with our friend Tucker Carlson, shall we? So yesterday, we played a clip where Tucker Carlson mispronounced Kamala Harris's name, got himself chewed out by some liberal elite over it, and we speculated perhaps he was trying to bait the liberals into an argument about name pronunciation so he could then play the victim, rail against the pronunciation Nazis of the SJW left or, center right, as the case may be, and drag the argument onto his preferred terrain, which is the culture war, because he has nothing else to offer working class people. So now, just like clockwork, he then last night busted out with this segment.
So if you watched last night's show, you may recall that during the opening segment, we apparently, unknowingly, mispronounced Kamala Harris's name. It is pronounced comma, not semicolon, comma, like the punctuation mark, a la Harris. Fine. It was a mistake. But it was treated as an act of bigotry, a grave offense against the honor of a sitting U.S. senator. CNN was outraged. All the things going on in the world today, they wanted you to know that someone out there had mispronounced Kamala Harris's name.
I want you to listen to how Tucker Carlson, the best he could do was to somehow mangle her name. Listen.
Just tell Kamala Harris what to say, and she will say it. That is the whole point of Kamala Harris.
I call him Schmucker Carlson, but it's an ethnic term, so he might not understand.
But then at the end, it's laughable because he's like, or whatever. So it's like, no, it's not whatever. It is about you having to finally face what you have done to this country, to black people, to black women. There's nothing or whatever about this moment.
I actually try not to play that tape like that very often because it's not edifying, and those people are so personally unhappy they're already suffering. But this was just too amusing, so we had to. By the way, all of CNN turned out last night to watch this show. One of them, who's paid by CNN to watch this, alleged a conspiracy. He tweeted that we claim this was unintentional, but our show often does mispronounce the names of people we're critical of. It's the sort of thing on his show. It seems pretty intentional! Exclamation point. Then a senior political analyst at CNN even claimed that pronunciation was an attempt to play the victim in the story because Kamala Harris, quote, didn't appear on the scene yesterday, whatever that means. So, but the bottom line is, look, any criticism of Kamala Harris is immoral. Anyone who so much as mispronounces her name is a racist.
Yeah.
I would just say, like, in the things that make me think Tucker Carlson is racist, it's not the pronunciation of Kamala Harris's name.
No, but he would love for you to think that that's the only reason people think he's racist.
Look, he loves having this conversation. There's a reason he's doing this a second day. And it's because actually it's not that bad of a play for them, because you can say, hey, I'm just trying to interrogate the senator. And what's CNN doing? Saying, you need to respect. Well, you know what? Senators in this country are not worth respect. There's maybe one. I think we know who that is. But look at how... Exactly. It's Tim Kaine in the membrane. But like the ruling class of this country is despicable, I think, and evidenced by this pandemic. So you know what? Like, I don't care about, like, anytime Tucker can make the conversation about, like, look at these people trying to make you respect governor. Like, actually, one of the nice things about this country is we shouldn't have to do that. You know, the whole overthrowing the king, like, government of our peers. And of course, that's not what we have. But like, I don't know. Anyway, somebody else can go because it's fun.
That's all true. Obviously, his strategy here is disingenuous because he's like, oh, they're distracting from talking about the real stuff and the policies because of this name kerfuffle. But like, he doesn't want to talk about the real policies either. No. He would much rather make it this culture war thing about her name. But guess what? It takes two to tango, folks. The Republicans aren't the only ones who want to make this into a culture war to distract you from the fact that they're offering nothing to the vast majority of people in this country. Right? They're giving you nothing. They're much more comfortable talking about how to pronounce the senator's name on both sides of the aisle than what policies she might pursue as vice president and their relationship to your life.
Yeah, this is the field and the game and the rules in which both parties can agree to play on.
100%.
Right,
That's why it's on CNN. That's what CNN's made for, baby. This sort of superfluous bullshit.
Right. And this is what the discourse will be now for the next couple of weeks, how to pronounce Kamala Harris's name. I mean, it's just ridiculous.
When Sam said yesterday that this is going to be the last day that we mention Kamala Harris in like some meaningful way, I was like, I hope you're right, but I really just do not believe you right now.
I hope so. Yeah.
Well,
Right.
One clip of many. Hope I haven't bummed you all out too much at the top of the fun half.
No. I just love that Tucker
maybe
pretends he doesn't want to still be playing that clip. Like, I don't like playing stuff like this. Like, I bet that's what he does all the time he's not on air. Is just watch shit like that.
Yeah, that's like if I got on the mic and I was like, "Oh my god, I hate talking about communism, you guys. Stop making me do it."
Exactly.
I hate it. It's so not my favorite thing to talk about.
Right. Well, maybe if we talk about it enough, everyone will just get sick of it. At least we'll play our part, a small part, and everyone getting sick of it, and we could finally move on from the how to pronounce Kamala Harris's name. I guess I'm going to predict the day after the general election in November. That's probably when when everyone will be done with it.
Yeah.
Comrade Kamala. That's how you remember, folks. Just keep that in mind.